Hi, good morning everyone. This is Sachin sir. Today I am going to take first chapter of the second volume NCERT class 11th, that is mechanical properties of solids and liquids. Solids will be our first part. Let us first see some synopsis. Maybe in KCET or NEET you may get some concept oriented, synopsis oriented questions. In that first one, stress. What is stress? According to NCERT, stress is nothing but force by area, which is equivalent to pressure. Okay, what is its SI unit? Force SI unit is Newton, area SI unit is meter square, so its SI unit will be Newton per meter square. And here dimension also you have to calculate. Do you know what is the dimension of the stress? Stress dimension can be calculated by using this SI unit, Newton by meter square. Newton is SI unit of mass into acceleration. Meter square dimension is L square. So mass dimension will be m. This will be LT minus 2 divided by acceleration will be LT minus 2. This L square. This will be L minus 2 T minus 2. Okay, this will be dimension of the stress. Next, strain is nothing but change in dimension to the original dimension. Strain is nothing but change in dimension to the original dimension. So strain is having no SI unit, because SI unit gets cancelled. In the similar way, it is not having any dimension. If you write the dimension of the strain, you will get it as M0 L0 T0, because it is change in dimension by original dimension. It's a dimensional equation, or SI unit is nil. Okay, since a strain is change in dimension by original dimension, we have three types of strains. First one is longitudinal strain. Longitudinal strain means a change in length by original length. Change in length by original length. Change in length by original length. So it's not having any SI unit here. Bulk strain usually happens in three-dimensional object. This happens in 1D. This happens in 3D. For example, bulk strain is nothing but change in volume by original volume. Suppose if I keep this pen inside the water, it experiences some stress. So change in volume by original volume is bulk strain. Shearing strain happens when something is rotated or something is shifted. Okay, for example, you have a square box, a cube box like this, and yeah, the upper surface and lower surface is having length difference length L. Suppose if I apply an upper force, a force on the upper body, and it experiences a force, and lower body is still in the same place only, but upper portion moves to the right side, making an angle theta with the horizontal. The total shifted horizontal distance is delta x. That is which leads to the shearing strain. Shearing strain is angular displacement divided by difference between the two surfaces, or the distance between the two surfaces. Suppose for this triangle here, this is a theta, this is L and delta x. If I take tan theta here, tan theta will be delta x by L. So it is theta is equal to delta x by L. Or you can also calculate suppose your tan theta delta x by L. So shearing strain will be theta by L. Okay, to give a good idea, I have to consider a square box, like this. Okay, a square box like this. Suppose if the distance between the two surfaces as I have given here is L. Suppose if I apply force on the upper surface of the body, it makes angle theta here, and the horizontal distance it has moved is delta x. Then theta by L gives shearing stress. This same thing happens when something is rotated. Okay, rotated also. Okay, now we move on to the next topic. Please take a screenshot or pause the video and get the better idea of these concepts, because concept oriented questions will be coming from this, and marks allotted here is only 1 or 2 marks. Okay, concept oriented questions may appear in the exam, so have an eye on that. Okay, Young's, there are three types of modulus by Hooke's law. One is Young's modulus, second one is shearing modulus, third one is bulk modulus. Young's modulus is longitudinal stress by longitudinal strain. Stress is nothing but force by area. Longitudinal strain is change in length by original length. If I arrange this becomes A into delta L. In the similar way, shearing modulus is stress by shearing strain. So theta is as I have told earlier, theta is what? Delta x by L. Theta is a delta x by L. So it becomes theta is equal to delta x by L. So shearing strain becomes F by A L into delta x. Okay, sorry, this becomes delta x. This upper numerator will be L. Okay, next bulk modulus. This usually happens in three-dimensional object. Bulk modulus is equal to volume stress by volume stress by volume strain. Here volume stress is nothing but pressure. This is volume strain, delta V by V. So if V goes upside, it becomes B into delta V by V. In the place of volume stress, I have used pressure. I can use pressure in the place of volume stress. Okay, so basically I have three formulas: Young's modulus for linear, shearing modulus for twisting, bulk modulus for three-dimensional. Here are the formulas. Okay, yes. Next, energy stored in a stretched wire is usually given by half. Energy stored in a stretched wire is also called as mechanical energy or potential energy or work done. It is given by half into stress into strain into volume. Half into stress into strain into volume. Suppose if energy by volume or work done by volume, potential energy by volume is asked, divide this energy by volume, you will get equation half into stress into strain. Okay, this volume goes here in the denominator, so you will get the answer like this. Okay, yes. Here completes the synopsis. In the next video we will see some of the concepts related to this. I mean problems. We will solve some problems that is asked in previous exams and some concepts related to those numerical problems also. Okay, one more topic here left, Poisson's ratio. Poisson ratio is nothing but lateral strain by longitudinal strain. We will solve some problems related to this. One problem is asked in AIMS of 2015 or 16 something. We will solve that problem also. Okay, hope you understood everything. Please keep an eye on this. If you don't understand, pause the video and listen and take the screenshot and also read some NCERT and some NEET, JEE and good quality KCET books. Okay, please have an idea on all these formulas. Take a screenshot or get a video paused and have a look again and again. Okay, thank you. You will get assignment based on this, and we will solve some problems in the next upcoming videos. Okay, this will be part 1 of mechanical properties of solid by Sachin sir. Okay, thank you.